Hello, wisdom investors. Welcome to my new channel where I help you to make investment decisions on your own. I have a curious question today. How do you identify that a person who is investing is a beginner or else he's an expert in the stock market? Do you identify him by the profits he is making? Well, not me. I identify him by the choice of his stocks and at the point at which he is making an entry in the stock and exiting that stock. These are two areas which help you to identify that you are making right decisions. Because right decision is not just about investing and making profit. The right decision is also when you take less risk and secure your portfolio and you run this race for a long time. Having said this, there is one stock which everybody is running after, and that stock is NVIDIA. I had made the video. It was one of my first videos that I had made on NVIDIA. If you really see this video, you would see that I have already predicted that what will be the move of this stock and how this stock is going to rally and then get down and then once again enter a channel and then move. So here, if you would like, you can go to this video and check that what will be the momentum of the stock. However, we will now talk about that what is happening now in this stock. Should you make a fresh entry into this stock or not? Or you should wait for some time? Should you do profit booking in this stock? Or you should just hold the stock for a long term? These are the kind of questions which I am going to answer in today's video. Having said that, I would like to add that nothing out of it is a recommendation. Everything is for educational purpose and these are my own investments and my own perspective. So please do not copy it. You can only try to learn from it and that is the thing which will help you the most. So without any delay, let us enter into this topic. So I will talk to you in detail about NVIDIA, where I will talk to you about the current scenario. I will also talk what is happening on the charts, what is this profit booking for, and then I will also explain that how this stock has become a more risky stock or else it's a stock once again full of opportunity. So let's enter. So 1 month ago, I had done the technical analysis of NVIDIA and shown you that the stock might rise, and in the same way, the stock has given its upside. You can already see that the stock from this position of around 500 has already gone higher by 47%. However, now, very recently, there has been a lot of profit booking in this stock. Now, my point here is that we need to understand that is it only the profit booking or else there are other reasons as well. So let me first take you to the technical charts and show you that what can be the movement from here, and then quickly I will take you to the financials of this stock. So you can already see that this stock is quite high from its 200 EMA, and this can be clearly thought as an oversold sign. So from a very long time, the stock has been higher than its 200 EMA, and just now it's very, very high. The other kind of indicator which I use is the Bollinger Band. Sometimes when I check on the Bollinger Band, if this kind of a funnel, a small funnel which you can see over here, when the trend is between a small funnel and sticking onto its sides, just after that there is a big rally that comes over. However, here you can see that this Bollinger Band is not giving a big is already having a very big mouth, and all its points of the stock are lying on the upper side of this Bollinger Band, which means that there is a chance that this stock might fall down. To what extent it might fall down? Probably according to the indicator, it might go up till 625. Now this is just with the indicator I am talking about. However, this is the technical analysis and we are trying to understand what can be the price action. So this will happen in the price action that probably once again the stock might come down, the stock might go up and be more range bound for some time, and you will see a lot of profit booking and distribution in this period. Now the question is that how long it might go. Well, nobody really knows it, but we have to do the thing which I talk about every time, and that is that we need to match this information with the financials of the stock. The fundamental analysis is very important at present to understand that if this stock is as lucrative as before. So NVIDIA has already crossed the market cap of 2.14 trillion, which is really high, and its revenue has also been quite high, 60.92 billion, and the PE ratio is also very high, 77.18. If we see the industrial PE ratio, it has also increased overall for semiconductor market. It used to be around 40, but now it is around 77 industrial PE as well. And if you see the EPS is around 12.05. Now, considering all these things, let us quickly go on to its income statement and balance sheet and derive some conclusions over here. As I am recording this video, the stock is hitting lower lows, but let us go onto this income statement. Here, when we see the income statement, you would see that the revenue has increased. This is a quarterly revenue. Let's go on the annual revenue. The annual revenue has increased from 26 million to around 60 million. It is even more than twice. You can see the gross profit. It has gone from 15 million to 44 million. And if you see the operating expenses, they have not been very high. So overall, you would see that there is a very good operating income from 55,000 to a whooping 32,000. So sorry, from 5,500 to a whooping 32,000. So here you can see that the balance sheet is of course extraordinary if we see the annual balance sheet. Something which I would like to take your focus on is that the diluted normalized EPS has become 8.42 from 1.39. But when we see that the EPS overall, it is around 11.93, which means that the company is diluting its stocks, diluting its shares. So, but we will go into that point a little bit later. If you check the balance sheet, you would see that the assets have been increasing and the cash equivalent is also increasing, and they are investing. There are investments which are being done. So everything looks good in that term, and this is a good sign that the company is investing on its growth. You can also very well observe that you can see that the current liabilities, the accounts payables are almost the same, and you will see that the long term debt is not has not really changed. As I said, that the cash from the operating activities has incredibly increased. That is something you can already see over here, that it has increased from 7,000 to 11,000 already. So now the question comes is that whether this growth is sustainable. Will NVIDIA post the same kind of growth in the coming years? Well, the answer is a little complicated. It is actually yes and no. Because yes, because the growth of artificial intelligence is nowhere going to die. So of course, this company has got to grow. However, the question is that will it retain the same kind of PE ratio? Will it have the same kind of evaluation even still? It really depends on the growth this company is giving. So the ratio, as I said, that it is already 74. The price to sales is 36, and even the price to book is very high. It is like 51. So when you see is that what is going to happen, we will see that the gross margin is around 72% over here. When we say that 72% is the kind of growth it has to present each and every year, that looks like a Herculean task. Now, going back on this, I will also show you some more key figures for you to understand that what can happen in this stock. Most of the growth of NVIDIA comes from its data center GPUs. You can already see that this is a slide of the product trend I have downloaded from NVIDIA's investor relationship portal itself. So here you can see that the data center GPU sales was around 18 millions. However, in the last quarter of FY 2023, it was only around 3,616 million. So you can imagine that what an incredible growth has been in this year. However, when we say this, now that there is already a lot of demand, the supply is going to increase, not just by NVIDIA but also by its competitors. And in that case, NVIDIA might lose some of its pricing power. And once it loses that pricing power, that will be reflected in its growth margin. So that is one threat that I can see on NVIDIA. Second thing which I can look at this report and say that when we check the net sales, it is distributed in United States, Taiwan, China. When we see this sales, we see that in China it is already around 21% of sales which is done in China by NVIDIA. So when this kind of sales is there in China, if in case the restrictions on by US, US regulators is increasing, there might be some situations in which the supply chain of and the sales both can get impacted for NVIDIA. And once again, I would like to remind that NVIDIA anyways is a semiconductor stock which is quite cyclical in nature. Hence, the growth might once again get impacted. The third and the most important point of concern as of now for me is that the corporate insiders have made informative sales of 346 million in the last 3 months, which probably means that these directors and the promoters of the company are also making a sort of either a profit booking or else they are taking profit and leaving the stock, which is kind of a concern overall. And I would say that if in case there has been no informative buy, as we can see from here, we can derive that at present the growth is not as much as it is expected by the market. Therefore, I think that this kind of profit booking is pretty much justified, and there can be more profit booking in the Nvidia. So as of now, I'm going to stay away from this stock. I would like to know your views also on Nvidia, what you would like to do. But for now, I will keep away from this stock. I have already booked some of my profits, and I will see that what is going to happen in this stock before I re-enter into Nvidia. So this was all for educational purpose. Once again, no recommendation. Please bring up your own perspective, your own analysis before you enter into the stock, or else you try to book profits onto the stock. So once again, see you in another video. Happy investing. Bye bye.